What if I told you
10,000 raccoons are loose in Wawa?
But what if I also told you the music industry has been using a new tactic to influence your taste, one that involves hundreds of videos subconsciously entering the feed you've built brick by brick to warp the music you enjoy? Let's talk about clipping. What is clipping? Is it a term to describe audio distortion? Yes. Is it a rap group with David Diggs? Yes. But it's also a marketing practice of taking small portions of some media and posting it far and wide across social media. See this? This is me clipping. Clipping started in live streaming, with folks like Kai Cenat and iShowSpeed spreading their word across the 5 realms. Personally, I can see the appeal of this strategy for streamers. I've never watched any long iShowSpeed video or stream, but I have seen
My mom is kind of homeless.
And
Luigi!
And also
Password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Europe keys 1, 6, 1.
Clipping was arguably brought into music by someone very familiar with both music and streaming. Drake. His campaign for $$XE, $ongs for you was successful thanks in part to clipping, and marketing agencies soon followed in Drake's footsteps. Of course. Trying to strike the same chord, if you will. One of those agencies, and the one that made clipping a more popular topic recently, is Chaotic Good. They've done campaigns for artists whom you might call flops or coworker music, but they've also worked with artists like Gorillaz, Tame Impala, even Jane Remover, OK Lou, Leve, McGee.
We are kind of studying the internet and TikTok and seeing what's working organically and then trying to recreate it at scale inorganically.
So how does clipping work? A marketing company will reach out to clippers with assets of the thing they want to promote. These clippers can be found at an agency, but they can also be freelancers found in private discords and message groups or on some public sites, the biggest one of which is WAP. Get a bucket and a mop for this WAP. It's a word in this scenario, not an acronym. Take a look on their site and you'll see several campaigns running at any time for musicians, TV shows, movies. Like, check this out. I can promote the Super Mario Galaxy movie with clips that connect to Gen Z women and moms through cute, funny, and relatable captions.
Me when Yoshi consumes less alcohol than previous generations.
Clippers then create videos based on the marketing company's stipulations that usually involve a specific video, a specific sound, and some caption. The clippers will post these videos across all their accounts on all platforms and then wait for the sweet views to roll in. Now, usually these videos don't get big individually, but when hundreds are posted, or thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, and a couple of them make their way into your feed, it primes your mind to recognize a song or an artist. It's the first step in maybe getting you to stream the song or go see a show. The pay for this kind of work is usually small. Overall budgets for clipping campaigns range between $1K and $5K, and clippers are paid a few bucks per 1,000 views. So you could strike it rich if one of your videos blows up, but if they don't, you earn no money. And speaking of no money, BB. Let's zoom in further on one of these campaigns. Post the amazing digital circus edits and clips using bbno-Pomni audio. This campaign has assets available in this handy Dropbox folder. All of these assets involve musician bbno-Pomni dressed as Pomni from the popular animated show, The Amazing Digital Circus. Can you believe this? A grown-ass man dressing up just for social media attention? He really needed to think about his life choices. The assets range from fully edited videos with fancy editing tricks and music to
Yo, what's your favorite song?
I want to make clear, it's not like I hacked into bbno-Pomni's drive to get these videos. They were in a publicly accessible Dropbox on a publicly accessible site, and there are no rules saying these assets can't be shown like how I'm showing them. I probably won't get money from WAP for doing this, but what can you do? My clipping career is a flop before I could even peak. Also, none of this is meant to be an attack at bbno-Pomni or me trying to shame him. I like him. I think he's like the terminally online pit bull of the 2020s. I'm just highlighting him because there are a lot of assets for me to show, and because him dressing like Pomni is funny. Now, earlier I framed clipping as manipulation, but just for a second, let's walk through why clipping might be a good thing, or at least a desirable thing for some people to do. For fans of the music, this could make them feel like a part of the process. When bbno-Pomni eventually wins a Grammy, someone can say, "My amazing digital circus edit helped make that happen." For music folk behind the scenes, clipping seems to alleviate the difficulties of making something pop in the algorithm. Putting all your eggs into one basket is a terrible strategy for getting your thing out to more people online, but when you spread out the baskets and have other people making the eggs, that takes a lot of pressure off. Take it from someone who's been creating online for 8 years at this point, the amount of effort you put into something is not always equal to the amount of success that you get back. Plus, operating clipping campaigns means that artists don't have to divert attention away from making music. They certainly can be involved, like bbno-Pomni, but a lot of clipping campaigns can be as basic as pair song with popular TV show or movie, or share video of artists' live performance. Would we prefer this kind of clipping campaign that artists can stay out of for the most part if they want to? Or would we prefer going back to that era when every artist was like,
"Did I just make the song of the summer?"
There's also something to be said about controlling the narrative, something the chaotic good guys bring up in this interview.
A lot of what we do on sort of the narrative side will be, controlling the discourse. And so, I think most people see a video or see something about, an album that came out, and it's like the first thing that they see or that first comment that they see is their opinion, even when they haven't heard the whole album. Yeah. So it's really important for us to make sure that we are ahead of it and controlling that narrative and making sure it's in the direction that we want.
Clipping can help turn the wheel of public opinion, especially in a space as rancid as the TikTok comment section. And this I can fully agree with. You will never catch me defending the sanctity of short-form video comments. Go on. Tell me a comment saying burger music is valuable for our public discourse. I f***ing dare you. But for all the good it may bring to musicians and those behind the scenes, the downsides mostly center on all of us regular folk. For one,
Very icky, no good.
I think most music fans think of their relationship to their favorite music as sacrosanct, pure, untainted by forces of capitalism. So to have something threaten that doesn't feel great. Here's another potential downside. Some of the campaign briefs that I saw said that the videos had to be FTC compliant, which raises an interesting question. Is clipping legal? When you're paid to promote something on the internet, you have to disclose it in some way. You have to say, this video is sponsored by X, Y, and Z, or you have to put that little message at the top left corner of a YouTube video when the video starts. None of the videos I saw posted of bbno-Pomni had any sort of ad disclosure on them. If I had to guess why the disclosure wasn't there, it might be because this isn't a traditional paid creator ad. FTC guidelines are more based around individual influencers. Someone being like,
"This product is a product I endorse. On my hat."
Clippers are making clips of their own volition with the hopes of maybe getting paid if the clips pop off. It's not a paid ad until the video does well. It's a weird gray area for sure. So while I was editing this video, I came across this Billboard article from 2024 about sound campaigns, and they interviewed an FTC representative. And at least based on this article, it's very possible that clipping campaigns would not be illegal under FTC guidelines. I'll put what the rep said up here and you can pause to read it. Because there are no claims about the song being made, it's just the song or the audio playing in full, or at least a section of it. It would not necessarily qualify as some kind of endorsement that would need to be disclosed under FTC guidelines. That could change at some point, but at least based on this article, it seems like clipping would be okay. Let's also not forget, putting out hundreds of clips floods social media, which is already a problem before the clippers even show up. So much gets uploaded to social media every day by humans, and when AI enters the picture, game over. This feeds into a sentiment I've been seeing more and more. This feeling that nothing online is real anymore. Everything on social media is some kind of ad or AI, and all of the engagement is AI or bots. It's a frustrating catch-22. Clipping adds to the ever-growing pile of stuff on the internet, but if you don't play the game of social media, it's not like the game stops. Despite some reports of declining usage,
time spent on social media in developed countries actually peaked in 2022 and has been in steady decline ever since.
Most people are still on the apps in some way.
If you combine the leading social apps and look globally, the world spends 12 billion hours on social media in one day, which, as Data Reporter pointed out, is the equivalent to 1.4 million years of human existence. Let that sink in. We're spending 1.4 million years of existence per day on social media.
This issue isn't because of clipping, but clipping makes it harder to ignore. Lastly, I want to hit on the biggest defense of clipping that I've seen. Regardless of the tools used to promote it, the music still has to be good. I think that's true to some extent. Like, one of the bands that reportedly benefited from Chaotic Good's work is Geese. Cool, more people should hear Geese, they're great. Geese being amplified by Chaotic Good probably helped get their music to more folks, but they were working with tunes like Taxes and All Pays Due Cocaine. The goods were already good. But at the same time, I can't help but be a bit bummed about the underlying subtext. Being a successful artist is as much about exposure and luck as it is about quality. While artists who manage to strike gold can afford to bring on clippers, other musicians still have to work in the mines. And yes, this is less an issue with clipping and more a complaint with the overall economic realities of being an artist, but I just can't shake the feeling. Two things can be true at once. Good music can rise to the top, and the artists who have already made it benefit the most, while those who haven't toil away. It's a tricky situation, no matter how you slice it. But here is where I'll be more optimistic. Our day-to-day lives may be more and more shaped by algorithms, but we gotta have some faith in ourselves.
Have some pride in yourself.
You have agency and ownership over your music taste. If one of these clips gets shoved in your feed, you aren't forced to enjoy it. Swipe away. And if a band you like has done a clipping campaign, who f***ing cares? You like the music, that's what matters. If simply utilizing clipping turns you away from a band you like, how is that any better than letting an algorithm influence you to like some other band? You're still letting some outside force warp your taste. Just be chill, all right? You got this. You are a regular guy. You can listen to a song. Let me know what you think of clipping, if you've seen posts like this out in the wild, if you make clips yourself, and if you want to learn more about the ways money can impact the music we listen to, check out this video next.